Hello, my name is Travis Williams, President and CEO of Academics and Athletic Consulting, focusing on educating and empowering tomorrow's collegiate athletic leaders. My passion is for the education and genuine concern and care for today's student athlete. It's the centerpiece of my life's work. A college education, both in and out of the classroom, is a truly rewarding benefit. For more information on AAC, you can go to www.academicsandathleticsconsulting.com. Once again, www.academicsandathleticsconsulting.com. Or you can follow me on Facebook at Academics and Athletic Consulting or Twitter at Coach TWill24 or Instagram Travis L. Williams 24. Or you can call me at 404-542-6079. Once again, AAC is very proud to partner with J.R. McHenry of the Bossman Radio Show, covering sports and entertainment across the country. Please tune in weekly for informative, entertaining, and expert analysis on today's sports and entertainment topics. Thank you.
A gorgeous tan from Suntan City gives you an inner glow that relights the fire when you run into your first crush.
Vicky, who was that?
An old boyfriend.
Lucky you just tanned at Suntan City.
Lucky he's single. We're doing lunch tomorrow.
Won't be single for long then.
During Tour of the City, try all 5 tans, including spray tan, for just $4.99. Restrictions may apply. Click to buy now.
Hip-hop fans, I got a great album for you. The debut album from Family Grind ENT, True Speech and 313 Fresh. We're going to give you 2 discs, 33 songs of pure, genuine hip-hop. Album is available on iTunes, Amazon, Google Play, illstreetrex.com, and streaming live right now on Rhapsody, Beats Music, Spotify, Xbox Music, Slacker Radio, and SoundCloud. Check them out today. True Speech and 313 Fresh. Family Grind ENT. Believe in it. Get it.
Folks, back in the Gerald the Bossman Show, we're going to be joined by future Hall of Famer, the NFL, my favorite wide receiver. He's a bowler. He hooping. It's my man, Terrell Owens on the Bossman Show. T.O., what is good out there in Cali, my man?
Oh, man, nothing much, man. Just good sunshine, man, good weather. And, yeah, man, just hanging out, man, just, doing some business stuff, just living the life.
Now, T.O., me and you have a lot of things in common, brother. My girl's from Chattanooga. You went to UT Chattanooga. So it's like I come there pretty often. She lives off of Moore Road. You probably know where that is in Chat. So, like, she was like, you have him, T.O.? I'm like, yeah. Yeah, I'm having him on. I was going to talk about your little chat a little bit. So I want to ask you about it, man. How special is Chattanooga to you, man? What does that town mean to you? How did it help you grow as a person and become the man you are today, man?
You know what? Man, Chattanooga, man, gave me an opportunity, man, to, number one, extend my education beyond high school. Really, and you think about the athletic part of it, man, just to give me an opportunity to get there and play football. And I ended up walking on the basketball team where I played 3 years, three out of the 4 years there. And again, like I said, I can't be thankful enough, man, and grateful and humbled by the opportunity that I had there. Not even really knowing that I was going to play football at the professional level beyond the collegiate level. So everything that I accomplished, man, honestly, man, it's just it was really due to a lot of hard work that I put in. I know a lot of people have been, hearing me speak over the last month or so, and I keep talking about my 3 Ds, which is desire, dedication, and discipline. And I say that because I wasn't highly recruited coming out of high school. I wasn't your 4 or 5 star athlete. Even when I left college, I wasn't really high on anybody's radar as far as being a top athlete, going into the 96 draft. But again, like I said, I worked hard to get where I am, and to have what I did on the football field really open doors and create a lot of opportunities for me. I give a big thanks to the National Football League as well.
And yeah, T.O., a lot of people can see your backstory. You live up in Alabama, you're raised by your grandmother. Me personally, I lost my father at 14 due to cancer. And, I persevered maybe being a radio host. You became an NFL player and still doing big things today. So I think there's two African-American men that we can say to give other young black boys an example. Hey, we had hard times too, and we still made it. So there's no excuse for you to quit when something does not go your way.
Yeah, absolutely, man. And I think in that you mentioned a lot of things about a lot of circumstances that could have probably swayed you one way or the other. Everybody has a different path, and their path to different levels in areas of success. And again, for me, some of those things that you mentioned, I think for me, what I did is I didn't allow my environment or the people around me to condition me that I couldn't succeed. So again, number one, you got to believe in yourself. And so once you have that belief in yourself, number one, everything that everybody else says, it really doesn't matter. But again, if you let it matter and it manifests and you let it deter you and distract you from your goals, then you're not going to get to where you need to be. And so, at the end of the day, man, I just used my family's motivation. I saw the guys that were in high school and even in college, they were better than I was. I knew that I had to do something to get on their level. And me thinking about it wasn't going to get the job done. Even me writing it down, that may be inspiration enough to get it done. But in order to get it done, you have to put in some work. So, bottom line, you got to do something or you're going to do nothing to reach those levels of your goals and whatever it is that you may want to achieve in life.
And T.O., even as an adult, man, in my radio career, you're going to love this story real quick. My mother died March 2014. I buried her on March 29th. I came in the office. I was fired at my old publication on that Tuesday after my mom passed away. Think about that, T.O. And I could have quit then. And I could have stopped then in 2014, but I didn't. I'm still doing my own thing in T.O. I'm still in Atlanta. I'm number 9 media market in the country, and I'm still doing my thing. So I try to tell my young black boys, T.O., I like to mentor them, and I'll tell them, look at you as an example all the time about how perseverance, like how you played hard no matter what. You didn't quit. You didn't give up. And even though people try to detract you, always undercut you, say what you were and what you ain't, but you still doing your thing, you're going to Hall of Fame, and people that can't take it away from you ever. That gold jacket's will be on you forever. You are a Hall of Fame for life. And I think that's a great testament to you, right? How you can let people tell you, David, they want to bring you down, try to hold you down. You overcame it no matter what God had you the entire time.
Man, you just said it, man. I think, I didn't, to really just put it in summation of what you just talked about is, neither you nor we didn't consider our circumstances, but we considered our God. And that was number one that I always kind of remember my grandmother always telling me, growing up in the South, going to church on Sundays, she really instilling in me really what going to church and what all that mean and really having faith in God, all those things. That's what I always carried with me, even from when I left, Alexander City, Alabama, and I went to college at UT Chattanooga. I took that to Chattanooga, Tennessee with me. Whatever the situation was, man, I always kept my faith in God and believed that, he had, that he would never leave me. And so I always was very conscious of that at all times. And I took that on with me, to the professional level. Always realized that, no matter what the circumstance or whatever your situation is, you just keep faith in God. And again, we're not perfect people, and I wasn't a perfect person by any means. I made some mistakes. I made some poor choices, but that really didn't define me as the media tried to define me. And so again, the media has portrayed me in a light where people see me or they perceive me in a certain way. And it's always very, very shocking when I go into meetings or people meet with me or they talk with me maybe 15, 20 minutes, and they're blown away by, how humble I am or how genuine I am. I'm nothing like, the media has portrayed me all these years. And so number one, I attribute a lot of my success really to my grandmother and my mom who raised me. Didn't have a father in my household. Really didn't have a male figure in my household either. So I just made the best of my opportunities, man. When they came my way, I just tried to prepare myself, and I was a realist. I realized that I wasn't the best athlete coming out of high school or college, but I worked myself. Even when I got drafted to the pros, I realized I wasn't the best athlete at that time. But I continued to work, man. In order to get to that next level, that's what you got to do. You got to couple, that dedication and discipline with desire.
Now, T.O., what was your most memorable moment of your career, man? I can count many of them for me for you. But what is your personal memorable moment you had in your career that also stand out in your mind, no matter what, to your dying day?
Most memorable moment? Oh, man, there's so many. I think just being able to be drafted, just that moment of being drafted, probably is the most memorable moment, for me, because it was the first time really, I never understood what was going on, what was happening. It was the first opportunity and chance, for my mom and my family to share, something very, very special, to me, that really kind of was a catalyst and it really catapulted my career. And then the rest was left up to me, man, because again, we always say, take advantage of your opportunities, but that's just not to be said or just heard. I mean, you really gotta adhere to what that statement says. You really have to take advantage of the opportunities, because a lot of people are provided with opportunities, but they don't take advantage of them. Some people take them for granted. And for me personally, I really took advantage of those opportunities, when I came out of high school going to Chattanooga, and when I left Chattanooga and went to San Francisco, the 89th pick in the third round.
Now, what was your favorite stadiums to play in, T.O.? Because I know I love the Georgia Dome, of course, right here in the backyard, Georgia Dome, of course. I love going to Miami. I like going to Tampa. So for you, play on the road, what's your favorite place to play around the league, man? What got you going the most?
I guess it would probably be Atlanta. I mean, I had a lot of success. I don't know what it is. I mean, I think if you look back on my career, I think a number of the touchdowns that I had, I think somebody told me that I had a lot of touchdowns against the Atlanta Falcons. I don't know why that is. But again, living in Atlanta for a short period of time, understanding the culture there, understanding the level of entertainment that's there, the level of entertainers that are there. You think about the Atlanta Hawks, Atlanta Falcons. You think about Jermaine Dupri, So Def, David Banner. You think about Usher. I mean, Jagged Edge. They have so many recording artists, Key Sweat entertainers that live there. It's one of those places that when you get on that main stage to perform, you want to perform at your best. And so going to the Georgia Dome, understanding it was like a home away from home, because I lived in Atlanta. I'm from Alabama, which is maybe an hour and a half, 45 minutes away. So again, it was like a home game for me. So I wanted to perform well. So that was one of the best stadiums that I played in. Then when the Carolina Panthers, the expansion team, they came about, I liked playing there too.
Now, that's all I didn't make fun of, T. I know you're a big basketball fan, so I know your boy was Chris Paul. Y'all got the bowling event together. We're going to get to that real soon. But how you feel about them pushing Golden State that far, even though he got hurt? They held him down both games. They could have beat him, and now the Golden State advancing. How you see him going against Cleveland there with LeBron and all his supporting cast there?
Well, I'm very, very. I feel bad for Chris, because again, he leaves the Clippers, leaves Los Angeles area, leaves this sunshine, and he goes over there and he's playing alongside James Harden, Ariza, Capella, Gordon, those guys. Again, it was a great situation for him, and I think I'm very unfortunate with the injuries that has plagued them every year in the playoffs. And so I thought he had gotten over that injury bug again, but it obviously plagued him again. And I just feel bad for him, because again, when you get so close, man, it's a feeling. Sometimes you may never get that opportunity or chance to get back. Fortunately for him, he has an opportunity because of the makeup of that team. Unlike football, sometimes you get to the Super Bowl, you may not get back. You may not ever get back. Just the dynamics of the game, it just doesn't play out as well as basketball. But LeBron, what he's done this year, I mean, Drew, he's exceeded everybody's expectations, especially with the trades and everything that happened during the middle of the season. So again, this guy has put this team, this city, on his back. I don't know how he's still standing, but this guy finds some way, somehow, to get the job done. And so you have to take your hat off to a guy like that, because this guy, again, like you said, you talk about somebody being the chosen one. This guy right here, he's the chosen one, and he's delivering, especially for that city of Cleveland. So, I mean, everybody's speculating as to where he may end up next year, but regardless, whether he stays or goes, this guy, he's done everything for Cleveland. There shouldn't be anything said or done if he leaves again, because this guy's done beyond expectations and beyond what he could have even imagined. I think the city could have imagined once he came back from Miami and came back to the city and gave them their first championship.
Well, T.O., I think this, LeBron broke up the Hawks. He broke up the Horford team with Jeff Teague. He broke that team up. He swept them 2 years in a row, and they say, we can't win like this. So he made the Hawks rebuild pretty much after he beat them 2 years in a row. Kind of do with Toronto. If I got Dwayne Casey fired, sweeping them guys in with the Raptors. He's a team killer, a team break-upper, man. He just destroys your team if you can't get past the guy.
Yeah, I never looked at it like that, but yeah, you're right. And again, I think, this guy, everybody always has this debate, who's the best, him, MJ, or whatever. I mean, dude, I respect both of them. I think LeBron is the best. I know LeBron is the best athlete that we've seen in this generation of our time, to have done and accomplished what he's doing, what he's done and what he's accomplishing right now in his 15th season. So, obviously you got to put him in the conversation as one of the all-time greats. Where he ranks, for me personally, he would be number 3 on my list, behind, MJ and Kobe. Everybody always, obviously you're going to compare, who he is and what he's doing now to the greatest of all time. And that's obviously MJ. But again, you got to think about the body of work and what Kobe has done throughout his career. This guy has 5 championships. I think LeBron has 3 at the moment. So again, until he gets to that status of rings, and I don't know if rings actually, really dictate, how great you are, because if that's the case, then, you got to factor in Bill Russell, who has 11.
Exactly.
You know what I mean? So other than that, man, I just appreciate what this guy's doing. He's defying odds. And again, everybody's sometimes always counting this guy out, but this guy is phenomenal. I mean, everybody in this era, I'm trusting you. If you've never seen MJ play, you may not have to, because this guy LeBron is putting on a show. He's putting on like some performances like no one has ever seen. So, you got kids now that are going to be watching LeBron, that are watching LeBron now, just like kids watch MJ, and they're going to say, oh my God, LeBron is the greatest of all time.
You got that right. Because, T.O., I grew up in the 90s, so, I had Jordan destroying my Orlando Magic teams. That was my favorite team with Shaq and Penny Hardaway. And it's like he destroyed them that year. The 8 cabinet when he came back that one year, but that 96 year, swept them. That caused Shaq to go to L.A., then Penny Hardaway goes to Phoenix. That was my Magic was done. And Dwight Howard comes along, then he leaves. So that's my Magic. They just terrible there because they lost these great talents, but Michael Jordan did that to them. And then, of course, LeBron kind of killed Dwight Howard and them with the Magic. So it's just like, this guy is a destroyer, man. He kills teams. He pretty much.
Yeah, he's definitely, I don't know what it is about him. He has that DNA, especially the last 2 years or so. His game has elevated. His game has evolved. Whereas this year he's been in that position. He had no choice but to be put into the position, but to either rise to the occasion or fall or succumb to the pressure, because he had nobody to turn or pass the ball to. He didn't have a guy like Kyrie Irving to take over when games needed to be taken over. He didn't really trust his teammates as he did Kyrie Irving, the last couple of years. So this is a situation, again, God put him in this position to really prove all these doubters wrong that basically had all these narratives of, he can't win the big one, he can't hit the big shot. He did it this year because, again, he had no choice but to do it.
You got that right. Now, T.O., I've asked guys this about you in the past. they tell me that you could play in the NBA if you wanted to. Do you feel that way? And do you feel like even at your age now, that you could probably play in the NBA G League and probably score 10, 12 points a game against those guys?
Yeah, no doubt, bro. I mean, it's all about just getting yourself in shape, just rhythm, and getting into that basketball mode, and maybe, really succumbing to being a basketball player. When I played football throughout the course of my career. And so even when I played football, I played basketball recreationally. So people got to see a little of my skill set and my talent, my basketball skill set, just not playing basketball year round. It was just something that I did just recreationally. So people were able to see, and they could see the potential if I put my mind to it or devote my craft to really becoming the best basketball player that I could be. There's no doubt I could have played.
I'm with you on that. And also, man, you are a damn good bowler, man. I watch you on the PBA events, man. You be doing your thing, man. I saw you won the CP3 Celebrity Clash there, man. You won that. So, I mean, man, how much do you think you even be like a semi-pro bowler even? Because I think you're good at that as well. I see you on the celebrity bowling events on ESPN. You're doing your thing. So I feel like you can do any sport you want to do because you're that talented of a guy. You can kind of pick up whatever it is. Even tennis even. You can probably do it as you want to. Do you feel like you would do any other sports like maybe bowling or tennis even in your spare time here as you've been a retired player?
And then I can do whatever I put my mind to. If somebody said, pay me some money to do it, you know what I mean? It's good money to be made. You know what I mean? Trust me, I'll put my head down and get with it. But yeah, like I said, that's me in general, man. I always considered myself an athlete, never really a football player because I never thought I would play beyond the collegiate level. Even when I got recruited to play football at UT Chattanooga, I walked on the basketball team and played there 3 years because my love was basketball. So even with the subpar career that I had, at UT Chattanooga, I never really thought I would play beyond that. But again, my athletic ability, my work ethic, those are things that enabled me to really get to that next level. And then again, like I said, I just took advantage of the opportunities. And so, everything that I've done on the field has really honestly opened doors and really created a lot of opportunities for me off the field as well.
Now, T.O., do you see yourself going into the media maybe? I feel like they need a voice like yours. I feel like they need a voice who will tell it like it is, who can break it down, not give the PC answers. I think you just be cut, though, to the point. Do you feel like kind of like how my man does out there on the field?
Yeah, I think I'm working on a few things now. I'm working on possibly my own podcast show and working with some nice people that are in that field to help me co-host and try to get that off the ground. But I mean, I try to explain to people talking about the game and playing the game, there's some similarities, but at the same time, you got to have a passion for it. And so me going in the booth and, doing X's and O's and things of that nature, that's really not my passion. But I always reference, TNT, what TNT does with Ernie, Kenny, Charles, and Shaq. You know what I mean? I like that format, different personalities, different dynamics of the show. And like Charles is the guy again. He's forthcoming. He tell it like it is. And you have you have Kenny Smith and you have Ernie holding it down, and you got Shaq, talking basketball. He's talking all different other topics. He's having fun. He's being himself, and that's the format that I would love to see myself in again. But we're working on a few of those things at the moment.
Well, T.O., I can say, if you want to come on the Bossman Show anytime you want to, you're welcome, brother. I'd love to help you behind the scenes, man. I no problem giving you the secrets I have about the radio game. No problem, brother. No problem at all.
That's what's up.
Now, last one I got for you, man. You see, they lived in Atlanta, man. So, where's your favorite place to eat in ATL, man? Is it the Varsity? Is it somewhere else? What's your favorite Atlanta delicacies, man?
That's no doubt. I like the Atlanta Fish Market. And the Atlanta Fish Market, I'll check this out. The Waffle House would be 1, and Atlanta Fish Market is 1A.
I got you. Man, bro. My favorite one is the one Northside Drive. My favorite Waffle House, Northside Drive. So I love to meet people at.
Man, I love Waffle House. Like I said, people say, what, you like Waffle House? Dude, I ate during the Waffle House. I ate at the Waffle House during the off season plenty of times. And like I said, you have healthy options at the Waffle House. People think it's dirty, blah, blah, blah. Man, bro, if you eat healthy, you can find healthy options anywhere that you go. And for me, I ate egg whites, I ate chicken breast, I ate steamed hash brown. And, of course, I'm going to eat waffles from time to time because waffles, again, that's my carbs. You need carbs for energy. Those are some of the things that I did and I utilized, the Waffle House for. So it may not be a fan favorite, very popular for a lot of people out there, but for me, like I said, for years I could say my body was made by Waffle House.
Man, what you see? Hey, she give me hope, man. I go there once a week, so I'm gonna keep on. If T.O. did, I'm gonna do it too, man. Hey, it worked out for him.
Oh yeah.
Hey, T.O., it's been a pleasure having you on your show, man. It's been an honor and privilege to talk to you, man. I've been a fan of yours for years, man. I love everything you do. I love the T.O. show, too. I miss that show. Bring your hat back, man. I love the T.O. show. I love that show. So, man, you was a great dude, man. Look forward to talking to you down the road, brother.
Yeah, no doubt, man. And if I can, I got some other little fun stuff I'm working on.
Feel free.
I just collaborated with this new company called Celebrity Brand Builders. And so, again, they have this new tech product out there called FanBand. So if you want to go and check it out, go to celebrityfanband.com. And what that does, it allows you access to really, like, just say for me, I have my own site on there. It's called celebrityfanband.com/TO. And what that does, it, like I said, it'll allow you access to everything that I have going on. I'm doing a lot of stuff surrounding my Hall of Fame, my road to the Hall of Fame. So you'll be able to gain a lot of access. With that, it'll give you exclusive content. I'm going to be having giveaways and pictures, VIP access for stuff. And while we're talking about, the Hall of Fame, I'm going to be giving a trip for 2 to see me get inducted. So in order to get this information, you have to go to the site, celebrityfanband.com, and order the bands. And then the bands are only $8.10. You see what I did there with my my 8-1 right there. So very inexpensive. But again, you have to, it'll give you information on what to download as far as the app is concerned. The app is called Tap to Interact, and that's Tap, the number 2, Interact. That's the app. You download that, and it'll give you instructions as to how to operate everything else. So it's some great technology, man. Outside of some of your favorite fans, you'll see on the site, if you go to my site as well, you'll see my different color-coded bands for every team that I played for, from San Francisco, Philly, Dallas, Buffalo, Cincinnati. Just check it out, man. So it's some good technology, some stuff that I'm working on, and any other business endeavor or venture for anybody that wants to be a part of as well.
Well, T.O., we'll definitely make sure we play that part of our commercials, too. We'll cut your segment up here right here and play part of our commercial box, too, so people can hear our commercials for you as well, because that's how much we respect you here at the Bossman Show, man.
Oh, man, I appreciate it, dude. I appreciate it so much, man.
Hey, T.O., it's been a pleasure, man. Talk to you real soon, man. Best of luck to you, and be blessed, my brother.
All right, same to you, bro.
All right.
Wave life, dude.
For all your photo, video, and voiceover needs, check out the fine folks at Blueberry Productions. They will take good care of you. If you don't believe me, you can see for yourself. Check out their work at blueberryproductions.tv, the Facebook page, Blueberry Productions, also a Vimeo page, a YouTube page, and it's Blueberry, Bluberry, Prod on Twitter. Check them out today. Blueberry Productions, great people, great work, great service.
Fantasy football season is fast approaching, and if you're looking for an edge this season, you need to contact the guys at Draft Day Consultants. The concept is a simple one. Draft Day Consultants takes your requests and connects you with one of their trusted analysts, who then guide you through your draft, whether you just need a sounding board on decisions, or if you need them to conduct your entire draft. Draft Day Consultants has you covered. Every one of their consultants has a proven track record of success, and have conducted hundreds, even thousands of mock drafts. Thanks to this year-round research and analysis, the guys at DDC have an unmatched understanding of player values. So gain an edge on your league mates this season by hitting up draftdayconsultants.com. That's www.draftdayconsultants.com. Now get after it, fantasy footballers.
Yeah, it's your man JC, the host with the most, baby, and it goes down each and every Saturday night right here in the city of Memphis. That's right, y'all. It goes down at Clicks Sports Bar Memphis, baby. 3705 Malco Way, Memphis, Tennessee, 38125. Come out and join us, the Three Kings, each and every Saturday night for the livest karaoke in the city. Everybody gets in free till 10 p.m. Only $5 after. Great food. We got drink specials. We got all kind of games, man. We got the pool tables popping. Whatever you want, we got you, man. Come on out. Have a good time with us each and every Saturday night. That's Clicks Sports Bar, Memphis.